Monday morning. 18 degrees. Winter na talaga. Malapit na yung winter. I think winter na ngayon. Lamig na eh. Ayan, wala tayong mail. Ayan, nag-collect na ng garbage. So normally, Monday yung collection ng garbage dito sa area namin. So, max temperature is around 23 degrees. Ayan, so, medyo cloudy. Walang tao sa kalsada. Mga garbage cans lang. Ayan. Garbage bins pala. Yun ang tawag dito. Ayan. Ayan, it's almost 1 p.m. So 2 hours na lang tapos na yung shift natin. So yan, normally ito yung normal attire ko lang pag work from home. Normally nagja-jacket lang ako or minsan kahit sa video call naka-typical pambahay t-shirt lang ako. So, yan actually dito sa Australia, since work from home naman tayo, yan lang yung typical get up natin. So, of course, syempre yung iba, iba naman yung style nila. Pero kung mapansin nyo sa mga vlogs ko, naka-regular pambahay lang ako. And actually, even pag lumalabas, sometimes parang kahit ano lang. So, yan lang yung kahit ano lang yung sinusuot ko. So, one thing yan din lang yung na-observe ko. At least, no, on my part. Of course, syempre, yung iba, yung kung trip nila is lagi nakaporma, that's okay, that's fine. Pero ako, I myself, what I observe since I moved here dito sa Australia, parang mas bihira pa ako actually bumili ng mga bagong damit. Especially, siguro that's because I work full-time at home. So unlike syempre kung nung nasa Philippines ako na I have to look presentable, syempre pag nasa office. But yan, actually dito, siguro pag sisimba lang ako, yun yung medyo presentable yung get up natin. Pero normally, let's say, pag pupunta ako ng malls dito sa Australia compared sa Philippines, normally sa Philippines, nakaporma, nakaporma. Pero dito, maski shorts, tsinelas lang, yun na nakapambahay, okay lang. Kasi actually, even yung mga Australians, well, of course, syempre, may iba naman talaga na maporma. Pero mostly what I observe, even yung Australians, napaka-simple lang nila. So, napaka-typical lang, naka-shorts, tsinelas, etc. Kasi what I observe dito, walang pakialaman, no? So, wala yung tipong sa Philippines, conscious ka na pag lumabas ka, dapat naka-get up kasi baka someone would comment pag nakita ka or i-bash ka, sabihin natin i-bash ka. Pero dito kasi walang pakialaman or siguro dahil na rin wala pa akong masyadong kakilala dito. So that's probably one of the reason. Pero yan, kaya kung most of the time, kung mapapansin niyo ako sa mga videos ko na napakasimple lang, nakapambahay lang. Kasi that's because yun actually yung get up ko dito na simple lang, walang pakialaman naman dito eh. So, yun. Kayo kaya, ano bang forma nyo dito, yung mga nandito na sa Australia? Well, of course, syempre, yung mga Filipinos dito siguro, they would opt to, yung laging proper get up. Pero at least for myself, na-compare ko na, compared sa Philippines, talagang very simple lang ako dito. Nakapambahay lang, etc. Or sometimes, syempre, minsan, pag may kasamang ibang Filipinos, I would try to get up well. Pero on my own, kung ako lang, yan, napakasimple lang, pambahay. Daily attire. Ayan, makulimlim ang kaulapan. Mukhang uulan. Kailangan nating kunin ang sinampay. Naglaba tayo kanina. Pero umaaraw na naman. May ako na kunin itong mga sinampay para matuyo na. Para matuyo pa. Ayan. Ayan. Tapos na yung work natin. So, punta lang tayo dun sa usual tambayan natin. So, kailangan nating cardio walking. Ayan. 40 minutes ulit. Ayan mga chong, 4 p.m. So dito tayo sa usual tambayan natin. So walking ulit for about 40 minutes. But actually today guys, so ngayong week na to, starting Monday night after business hours until Sunday night. So 7 days. On call tayo this week. So sa role ko, ito yung pinaka worst how do you describe this? Worst week. So every a month and a half kasi nagro-rotate to among my colleagues. On call, mayroong on call after business hours, meaning kung may issue after business hours, which is around 7 p.m. until 8 in the morning. So, kung may issue, yung mga high priority issues lang naman like P1 or P2, they'll call on-call support and ako yung tatawagan to troubleshoot and resolve the problem. So, it's every about 1 month and a half bago mag-rotate for each engineer. So hindi naman siya madalas. And a little over a month and a half. And then we get a sort of allowance for that week plus overtime. So we get a fixed allowance, and then let's say for example, may issue ka na ni-resolve or inattend. Let's say if you spent 3 hours or 4 hours, tinototal namin yon for a week, and then we'll get overtime pay. So we're paid naman for the extra hours. Yun nga lang, pag on call, hindi kami lumalabas ng malayo for that entire week kasi at any time after by 7 p.m. onwards pwede kaming matawagan kung may issue. So there are weeks na there are times na smooth naman siya, very quiet, walang calls, walang issues for the entire week. But there are some weeks na medyo minamalas, may mga issues. So, pwede kang matawagan ng this oras ng gabi. Let's say, 1 a.m. in the morning or let's say 3 p.m. So, dapat din matulog kami ng early kasi pag natawagan during wee hours, so at least nakatulog na kami. And above all, and above that, papasok pa kami in the morning. Although, let's say, pag nag-render ka ng 4 hours during on-call, pwede ka naman mag-request pwede kaming mag-request sa boss namin na bigyan ng leeway about 1 to 2 hours to have enough rest kung medyo puyat. So, yun. Kaya dinescribe ko as medyo ayaw kong pag on-call kasi yan, for the entire week, Monday to Sunday, hindi kami lumalabas ng malayo. Kung lalabas kami for short groceries lang, and then malapit lang para pag may tumawag sa amin for on-call support, pwede kami makabalik agad sa bahay to troubleshoot. Yan. So, yan ang buhay IT. And pag on-call, 1 week kaming support. So, while walking guys, random kwentuhan ulit tayo syempre. So, pag-usapan natin kung, share ko lang, no, kung mahirap bang maging IT dito sa Australia. Yun, pag-usapan natin. Just for the sake of sharing, no, random sharing lang tayo. So, on my past videos, I've shared na we're more than around approximately almost 20 years na tayo nag-work related sa IT. But here in Australia, around about 2 years and 8 months na tayo working pa rin related to IT. And so yun, so pag-usapan natin just for the heck of sharing kung mahirap ba maging IT dito sa Australia. So I've shared previously na ang work natin dito is a systems engineer. Specifically, I'm managing Citrix operations and support. So Citrix engineer tayo, but somehow it's related to systems engineer. So way back in the Philippines, so I'm also in the last maybe 9 years. So including sa Philippines, probably around 6 to 7 years. So same role na rin yung ina-handle ko or ginagawa ko sa Philippines. And when I moved here, so I'm back as a Citrix engineer. So my quick answer kung mahirap ba maging systems engineer dito sa Australia is my quick answer is actually in general relatively hindi. My answer is no. No in the sense na of course there will be sort of adjustments like on my part way back sa Philippines, I'm not a regular Citrix engineer. I'm already a lead, meaning hindi na tayo yung nag-handle ng typical daily incidents and requests. So I'm managing a small team of 5 members in the Citrix team. And so somehow, of course, nagtiticket pa rin tayo once in a while, but mostly consultation work. So meron tayong colleagues or systems engineer na nag-handle mainly ng typical incidents and service request. And also, there will be when I moved here, merong adjustments in the sense na yung company ko kasi ngayon is an MSP company. So MSP company means so it's managed services provider, and we're handling multiple clients. Okay, and since multiple clients siya, so may konting adjustment because each environment, although Citrix environment yung minamanage ko, in each client, there will be sort of some differences like iba yung mga machines, iba yung mga applications, and you'll be coordinating with different individuals kasi iba-iba ang clients. Whereas dun sa Philippines, we're only one project at a time kami, meaning one company at a time yung sinusupport namin. So I would describe it as kumbaga easier to manage because isang environment lang. Whereas dito, multiple. Okay. So yun. So may konting adjustments, but in general, I would say na hindi mahirap dahil kasi as an IT, ever since naman, even when I was working in the Philippines, I'm already catering to global operations. Meaning, more likely, this applies to other IT guys din, especially kung nasa Philippines kayo, na more likely kung IT support kayo or systems engineer kayo, more likely you're already supporting global operations, meaning outside the Philippines yung sinusupport nyo. So you're used to working with other cultures already. So yun ang quick answer ko. Hindi mahirap maging IT because small adjustments lang basically. So kung ano pa rin yung typical work, more likely ganun pa rin yung may expect nyo. Of course, there will be some differences in terms of mga service level agreements or SLAs, but in general, I would describe it as the same pa rin. Ang konting difference lang, of course, is in terms of yung communication. We are dealing with mostly foreigners or Australians kasi of course nandito tayo sa Australia, but more likely it's comparably the same when I was in the Philippines kasi I'm also dealing with different cultures way back dun sa previous company ko. So anyway, ang bottom line dito, guys, is especially dun sa mga individuals na nasa Philippines, and if you're having second thoughts of pursuing a goal to try your luck migrating to other countries like here in Australia. So if it's something that gusto nyo talaga, so yeah, go for it. Kasi more or less the experience would be the same. The expectation is the same, and yung work is actually dito is more on work-life and balance dito sa Australia, and maybe the same goes with other locations or maybe even sa Philippines. So that would really depend on your preference, no? So yeah, I think that's about it. Again, just a recap. I would describe it as in general, hindi mahirap maging IT dito sa Australia, and I would say na generally it's just the same, just like in the Philippines. So yun lang mga chong, see you in the next one.